Picture this. You're scrolling through your subscriptions and you land on a video from a couple you followed for years. The thumbnail looks normal, maybe even happy. Then you press play, and within the first 10 seconds your stomach drops because this isn't a regular vlog, it's a breakup announcement.
We already felt like we were kind of living like separate lives, which sucked.
For YouTube couples, there's no quiet goodbye behind closed doors.
So if you don't know, which you probably do, but if you don't, I am currently suing my ex. Well, I did sue my ex.
Every fight, every awkward silence, every we need to talk moment eventually gets explained to millions of strangers on camera in real time. Today we're diving into YouTuber couples who broke up on camera. Be sure to hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell for more similar videos. Let's start with one of the biggest family channels on the platform, the Ace family. Austin McBroom and Catherine Pause built an empire out of daily vlogs, pregnancy reveals, and over-the-top pranks, growing their channel into one of the most subscribed family vlogging brands online. For almost a decade, fans watched them grow from a young couple into parents of 3, sharing nearly every milestone along the way. That's part of what made the split so jarring. There wasn't one big dramatic video where they sat down and explained everything. Instead, fans slowly noticed the couple appearing together less and less in new uploads. One commenter wrote, "Wait, when did this happen? They were just filming together a few months ago." Eventually, through interviews and social posts rather than a single tell-all video, it became clear the relationship had ended.
And in that moment, you know, Austin and I, it was done. We didn't put the wheels in motion to officially divorce and separate, but it was there.
For a channel built entirely on their partnership, the quiet unraveling felt almost more unsettling than a dramatic breakup video would have. Then there's a couple who actually did choose to explain things directly to their audience. Molly May Hague and Tommy Fury. The pair first became a couple after meeting on a reality dating show.
You're literally my ideal woman. Literally, right? You're a gym girl, you're blonde, beautiful. Huh?
And their relationship quickly became one of the most followed in the influencer world. They moved in together, welcomed a daughter, and built a life that looked, from the outside, like a fairy tale. But behind the curated photos, things were shifting. Eagle-eyed fans started noticing the small stuff first: fewer joint posts, missing rings in photos, old pictures quietly disappearing from their pages. The speculation grew for weeks before Molly May finally addressed it herself in an emotional video on her channel, confirming that she and Tommy had gone their separate ways. She explained that the relationship had taught her a lot and that she was grateful for what they built together, but that their paths simply weren't lining up anymore.
I feel really traumatized by like the last couple of months. And like when I see him, I see all that trauma.
Fans flooded the comments with support, with one viewer writing, "Respect to her for being real about this instead of pretending everything's fine." It became a reminder that even when a breakup is sad, handling it with maturity can actually bring an audience closer rather than pushing them away. Not every breakup stays this clean, though. Take De'Ara Taylor and Ken Walker, the duo behind one of YouTube's most well-known vlogging channels. For years, they documented everything: their relationship, their businesses, even their disagreements, building a loyal fan base who felt like they were watching real life unfold episode by episode. But their split didn't end with a tearful goodbye video. Instead, it spilled into something much messier. De'Ara ended up filing a legal claim against Ken.
So if you don't know, which you probably do, but if you don't, I am currently suing my ex. Well, I did sue my ex.
Alleging issues tied to their shared business dealings and finances, on top of the personal relationship falling apart.
But obviously when we ain't together no more and we splitting, I'ma need my shit, period. I'ma need what's mine was mine. It ain't no splitting this even, baby. This is mine.
It's a good example of how, for some creators, a breakup isn't just personal, when your relationship is also your business partnership. And then there's the breakup that almost nobody saw coming, mostly because almost nobody was sure it was real in the first place: Jake Paul and Tana Mongeau. The two shocked the internet when they got married in a lavish televised wedding back in 2019. An event that felt more like a viral stunt than a typical relationship milestone. Cameras were everywhere, the wedding was live-streamed, and fans debated for months over whether the whole thing was genuine or just a clever way to generate views. Either way, the relationship played out almost entirely in public, through joint vlogs, live streams, and constant social media updates. Less than a year later, the so-called marriage quietly came to an end, with both creators eventually confirming through their own videos that they had gone their separate ways. Whether it's started as a publicity stunt or a real relationship that just didn't work out, the ending followed the same pattern as everything else they'd done together: fully documented, fully entirely public and impossible to ignore. These creators chose to share their relationships with an audience, which means when things fall apart, that audience gets a front row seat too. It's easy to forget that behind every vlog and every couple's challenge video, there are two real people figuring out a relationship just like anyone else, except with cameras rolling and millions of strangers forming opinions about every choice they make. Some handle the ending with grace, some let the cracks show slowly over time, and some turn it into one final dramatic chapter of content. But in almost every case, the breakup ends up becoming just as memorable and sometimes just as influential as the relationship itself ever was. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss our next deep dive.